Today we're looking at the Wurkkos TS22. It is a 4500 lumen everyday carry light. Now you may know I'm a huge fan of Olight and Phoenix. In the past I've also been a big Nightcore fan as well. I wasn't expecting much from this cheaper alternative from Wurkkos, and I had heard there were issues with their output claims and quality, but I wanted to give this brand a chance. So I bought this light from Amazon. I bought it with my own money. I did not get any special discounts beyond, just being a Prime member on Amazon. Now I want to say up front too that this review isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Be sure to watch to the end in order to get the full take on this light and this brand as well. So the first thing I noticed was the packaging. I wasn't expecting this nice of a presentation from this brand. Again, I normally buy from Phoenix and Olight brands, which are just better brands than Wurkkos. But I will say this came packaged very nicely, and it included a very long charging cable, which I really appreciate. Oftentimes these lights come with very short charging cables, and it's nice to see that this brand spent a little extra to provide this more usable charging cable. Now, just looking at this flashlight, the TS22 is very reminiscent of a Phoenix light. In fact, I would almost call it a Phoenix clone. The light has an orange peel type reflector on an XHP 70.2. It'll be very interesting to see how well this light performs in the outside testing in a minute. For its size, 4500 lumens is a tall order, and here's some foreshadowing. I don't see this light putting out 4500 lumens. As far as its form factor, it seems that Wurkkos took an inventory of everything a guy, or I guess a gal too, would want in an everyday carry light and just added all those features into this one light. The specs for the TS22 seem ideal. Now the TS22 is a 21700 powered everyday carry light that they say cranks out 4500 lumens. The battery is a 5000 milliamp 21700. The light is small, fits perfectly in the palm of your hand, and the body of the light has a great texture that makes it easy to hold and easy to handle. It also has a two-way clip, and the clip is removable. It has a magnetic base, it has an integrated charging port built into the case, and it's USB-C. Also, the case is a three-piece unit where the body and the tail screw together, and the switch is very intuitive and easy to locate by feel. It is exactly opposite the charging port on the head of the light. The light also comes with a couple of extra O-rings and a not so great lanyard. If you're familiar with my reviews, I always go after the lanyards in this way. Typically the Olight lanyards survive. I believe every single one of the Phoenix lanyards has survived. The cheaper brands have about a 100% failure rate, and this light is no different in that regard. The lanyard failed, and it failed on the first and easiest pull. This is generally indicative of a very cheap lanyard and usually a very cheap light. And with that, I want to show you a beam shot. This is an up-close shot from around 6 feet, and this is comparing the 4500 lumen Wurkkos to a 1500 lumen Olight and a 2900 lumen Phoenix. If you look at these three beams, the 2900 lumen Phoenix is the one on the left, and the 1500 lumen Olight is the one on the right, and the 4500 lumen Wurkkos is in the middle. And I think this beam shot tells a story here. I should also note that both the Phoenix and the Olight are 18650 lights. And here is another shot of a 3100 lumen Phoenix on the right and the Wurkkos 4500 lumen on the left. And here's the kicker on this picture. The Phoenix battery was very low. I'd been using it heavily and hadn't recharged it in 2 weeks. So as far as the outside testing, here is the Wurkkos on a tree at 100 feet. We run it through its paces, and here is another tree at 200 feet. And then we have the sweep across the canopies of more trees. These trees are 300 or 400 feet or so in a sweep. So you can kind of see the intensity of the light, or the lack of intensity, however you want to look at it. So overall, I take issue with the overinflated claims, particularly when it comes to output. It really denigrates the whole hobby of flashlights and flashaholics. There are so many companies right now making false claims about the lumen output of their lights. This is rampant at Amazon.com and even Walmart.com, and actually now even in the brick and mortar stores. I just have no patience for it. You have seen the evidence and you can decide for yourself, but in my view, this Wurkkos light is at most somewhere around 2,500 lumens. And that's being generous in my view. If the light were advertised as 2,500 lumens, I would give it the benefit of the doubt on the lumens, I would discount the lanyard fail, and I'd be singing its praises. However, I chose to buy a light that Wurkkos said was 4,500 lumens. I believe this light fell miserably short of that output, and I will once again steer clear from the Wurkkos brand. I have no faith in their claims, and I do not believe that Wurkkos has changed in its advertising practices. So, as always, buyer beware. If you like flashlight and outdoor and lantern videos and such, please hit the subscribe button and the like button, and we will see you on the next one. Cheers.